Hello class, I welcome you all to this session. This session we are going to discuss a simple cash book. Okay, so I'm just taken one illustration, one exercise problem. So prepare simple cash book. As far as cash book is concerned, we have to identify what are the receipts and what are the payments. The receipts will be posted in the debit side of the cash book and payments will be posted in the credit side of the cash book. So first 2019, 1st April, Suresh commenced business with cash. So it is a opening cash balance. So it's capital. You have to write cash account debit to capital account. So I'm just going to write to capital account. So it is a receipt. Okay, it is a receipt. So he bought goods. He bought goods, purchases. So it's a payment. Then sold goods for cash. It's a receipt because sales is a receipt. Received cash from Mr. Manohar. It's a receipt. Paid into bank. It's a payment. Paid cash to Hari Krishna. Payment. Paid for stationery payment. Paid for office furniture payment. So I'm just going to read it one by one and post it in the cash book here. So you can see the format of cash book clearly here. So date particulars LF cash, that is rupees, in rupees, cash, date particulars LF, rupees, cash. So first transaction, Suresh commenced business with cash. So I'm going to take it to 2019 April 1 to capital account. To capital account 80,000. Next, sold goods for cash. It's a receipt again. So April 5 to sales account 40,000. Next, received cash from Mr. Manohar. Received cash from Mr. Manohar. So it's a receipt again. So April 6 to Mr. Manohar 3,600. Then paid into bank. Now paid into bank, it's a it's like a payment, right? So April 2019 April 9. I think I have missed one transaction here. April 3 he bought goods worth rupees 50,000. So I'm just going to write that. That's a payment again. So April 3 purchases, goods bought, right? So 50,000. I'm going to write this transaction. So this one is over, this one is over, this one is over, and this one is over. Next, April 9. By bank account 30,000. Next, paid cash to Hari Krishna. So April 13 by Hari Krishna account 2150. So I'm just writing here. Then you have paid for stationery 200. April 17 by stationery 100. April 18 by office furniture. I'm sorry, it's 200. Office furniture is 3,000. April 21. No, it's a receipt. April 22 payment, paid for advertisement by advertisement 1,008. Before that you had receipts from Mr. Kailash Chand. So 21 to Mr. Kailash Chand 6,800. April 25 by postage stamp 80, April 28 by rent account 1120, April 30 by electricity charges 150. Little more because we have to balance this cash book. Okay, so we need to balance the cash book. So how I am going to balance, just look into this. Debit side of the cash book, credit side of the cash book. Okay, debit side of the cash book contains all receipts, credit side of the cash book contains all payments. Okay, so 80,000 plus 40,000 plus 3,600 plus 6,800. So the total comes to 1,30,400. Okay, so but here the total is less. So if I total it, I am getting 87,708. So I am going to just minus 1,30,400. I am getting 42,692 as my balance. So April 30 by balance carried down, closing balance. Okay, 42,692, 1,30,400. So you're not supposed to use the calculator, but since the time constraint, I'm using it. So what is the total of debit side? Debit side total is 1,03,400. Credit side total was this is the debit side total, this is the credit side total. So excess debit balance 42,692 will be the balancing figure here. So this is the balancing figure. So I hope that this is clear. Okay, we'll look into the next problem. Next problem we are going to look into double column cash book. Okay, so you can look into here, double column cash book. Record the following transactions in double column cash book and balance the book on 31/3/2019. 2019 April 1, cash in hand 12,250, cash at bank 72,400. So this will be the opening balance. So in the debit side you are supposed to write two balance brought down, cash and bank. Okay, and then received from Asha cash 1,200 and a check for 3,200 and allowed discount of 400. So as we are reading, we have to identify whether it is a receipt or a payment. So it is receipt here. Paid salary, it's a payment. Withdrawn cash from bank for office use. So it's a contra entry because it is withdrawing of cash from office use. Cash is coming in. Cash account debit to bank account will be the journal entry for this. So it's affecting both cash as well as a bank. So we are supposed to write it as a contra entry. Interest paid by bank on bank balance. So it is a interest paid by bank on bank balance. So it will affect only the bank column of the cash book. So it is a receipt. Okay, it is a receipt. We are going to receive this because we have kept the deposit in the bank. For that, bank is giving us interest. So it's a receipt. Purchased furniture in cash. So it's a payment. Purchased furniture in cash. It's a payment. Paid Mohan and company by check. So it's a payment again. So I'll just teach you how to record all these things. Then proprietor withdrew from office use. Withdrew for office use from his personal use. Okay, proprietor withdrew from office cash for his personal use, 11,200. It is a drawings. So drawings cash is going out. So you have to write it as a payments. Then sold goods to Manoj for cash, 14,800. Sold goods to Manoj for cash 14,800. So it's a receipt. Deposit office cash into bank. So it's a deposit. Cash is going out of the concern. Bank account debit to cash account. It's a contra entry here. Okay. So 21,200. Here it is a contra entry. So there are two contra entries here. So first let me finish the format of the double column cash book. This will be the format of cash book. So date particulars LF cash bank, date particulars LF cash bank. Okay, so this is the format. The first transaction is cash in hand and cash at bank. You can see here 12,750 and 72,400. So I'm just going to write it. It's a opening balance. So 2019 March 1 to balance brought down, cash 12,750, bank 72,400. Next is received from Asha cash 1,200 and a check for 3,200, allowed discount rupees 400. Now it is a receipt March 4 to Asha 1,200 and 3,200 is check, and discount is been deducted. No problem. So discount is been deducted already. Next, paid salary to staff by check. It's a payment. So 2019 March 7 by salary account by check. So 25,600 is to be written in bank column. Next, withdraw cash from bank for office use. Withdraw cash from bank for office use. So cash account debit to bank account. So I'm just writing March 9 to bank account. It is in the cash column, you have to write 21,900. Okay, it's a contra entry, so I'm just marking here as C. Similarly, in the credit side, so I'm just writing debit side and credit side. In the credit side, March 9 by cash account, contra entry. In the bank column, you are supposed to write 21,900. Okay, this is a contra entry. Next one, March 12, interest paid by bank on bank balance. It's a receipt. Okay, so March 12 to bank interest. Bank interest 1,200. Okay, and then purchased furniture in cash. Purchased furniture in cash March 16. It's a purchase. It's a payment. Buy furniture. How much is cash? 16,500. I hope that you are able to see this. Okay. Just have a look at it. Okay. The next one, March 16, purchased furniture in cash. That's we have finished. March 21, paid Mohan and company by check. Discount received rupees 100. So it's after discount. So paid Mohan. So it's a payment. I'm writing March 21 by Mohan and company 10,900. 10,900. Then March 24, proprietor withdrew from office cash for his personal use is also to be taken as payments, but you have to write it as drawings. Drawings, it's drawings account debit to cash account. So I'm just writing March 24 by drawings. By drawings 11,600. Done. Next, March 29, sold goods to Manoj for cash 14,800. It is a receipt. So March 29 by, to sales 14,800. Then deposited office cash into bank. This is also a contra entry. So I'm just writing to cash March 31 contra entry. Under bank column you are supposed to write the amount 21,200. March 31 by bank contra entry. In cash column 21,200. So total of this, you have to write by balance carried down. Okay, by balance carried down. The total of debit side, because the debit side total is more than the credit side total. Okay, so debit side total comes to 50,650 and bank column total comes to 98,000. So you can look in here, cash, credit. So here 1,350 is the balance. Debit side total is 50,650. Credit side total comes to 49,300. There is a shortage of 1,350. So receipts is more than payment. So receipt balance, excess balance is shown as a balance carried down. Then here bank column, the total of debit side comes to 98,000. The total of credit side comes to 58,400. So the balance comes to 39,600. So this balance you need to take it as balance carried down of bank. So this is the end of the double column cash book. I hope that you are able to understand this clearly. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Mostly next video will be of petty cash book. So petty cash book will be the next video. Thank you, class.